Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about how to properly brew a lighter roast coffee. What actually makes the light roast different? The light roasts are usually roasted until just the first crack. These beans are dense, but they retain more of the coffee's origin flavor. The specialty industry actually prefer this kind of roast level. The opposite of light roast is the darker roast. They are literally darker in color. They are roasted longer than the light roast. These beans usually is not that dense. They seem bigger because they expand from the heat of the roasting. They usually taste similar from one to the other. So this is the light roast and this is the dark roast. I think they are very distinct, both from the color and the size. Dark roast is usually larger because they actually expand, which makes it less dense because they are more porous. This is small, but it's very dense. You can feel it when you grind. So the light roast has more acidity than the dark roast. So you need more care for these light roasted beans because they are harder to extract than this. So your light roasted coffee will not taste very good if you are treating them like how you treat the dark roast. So in order to get a good result from these two beans, you have to do a couple of adjustments, such as the water temperature, the brew ratio, the grind size, which will affect the contact time, and also the pouring technique. So how many times you pulse, that will increase extraction, which is good for these beans, but not for this one. Okay, let's talk about the first one. The recommended temperature for brewing coffee is around 88 to 96 degrees. For a darker roast, I am confident in using water temperature around 88 to 92. If I do more than that, it will probably be astringent. When you are working with a lighter roast, you can go to 95 or 96 degrees Celsius. The lighter the roast is, the hotter your water can go. The lighter the color, the more energy you need to actually extract it. The second is the water to coffee ratio. Because this light roasted coffee is harder to extract, then logically you need more water. The third thing is the pouring technique. So pouring technique is all about the interval and how many pour you give to your brew. So splitting the pour means that you are going to give more fresh water to your coffee bag. Splitting your pour to a smaller batch will make sure that the extraction is controlled and even. For the lightly roasted coffee, you want more pour. On the contrary, for the darker roast, you want less pour. If you want to use 250 grams of water, you can split it into 50, 100 and 100, only 3 pours. But with this one, if you have 250 grams of water, you can split it into 5, 50, 50, 50, 50 and 50. 5 pour versus 3 pour. This one will get more extracted. So the last thing you can adjust is the grind size. In order to get higher extraction, you need a longer contact time. To do that, one of the methods is to make the grind finer. So for the light roasted coffee, make sure that you always grind finer than how you do with the dark roast. For example, right here I usually use 16 clicks on Timer C3S. With this one, I am going to use 13 or 14 clicks, which is still in the medium but more to the fine side. That way you can control the brew time to be longer. It's okay for a light roast to go up to 4 minutes or 5 minutes of brew, whereas this one you want around 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Otherwise it will create some unwanted flavor. So the next section will be me showing you my brew routine with these beans over here. Stay tuned and enjoy the brew process. That's all for today's video about light roast and dark roast. Thank you so much for watching. If you are still here, I'll see you in the next video.